fucked up what happened to Russ, bro. On God. It's fucked up what happened to Russ. And Russ got a bad take because of that Lakers team. That's the truth, bro. That's the truth. You talk to T-Lou did interview with motherfuckers. I love Russ. Ever since Russ left the Lakers, bro, he's been on a minimum, bro. We've never seen this ever. We've never seen a player who's been the MVP, who's impacted the game, who they call him names and tell him he can't shoot, go to the playoffs, shoot 40% with the Clippers the very next year, right? Take a less demeaning role with the Lakers, take a less demeaning role with the Clippers. He's been a sixth man ever since he's left the Lakers. He's a starting point guard in the NBA. He's arguably one of the top 3 point guards to ever play the game. You tell me this man can't get on the team all because he's passionate, all because he stretches with the team every single fucking practice.
And Tyronn Lue is now looking to the bench to make some other changes. Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook, the man who made triple-doubles look easy, once the soul of OKC, the 2017 MVP, and the fiercest dog on the court. But this time, it wasn't an opponent that broke him, it was humiliation. When Westbrook found out that Giannis Antetokounmpo's brother, not the Greek freak himself, got signed before him, he lost it. He smashed his phone in disbelief. Imagine that, a future Hall of Famer, a former MVP sitting at home unsigned while players with half his resume collect checks first. That hit deep. How did one of the most relentless forces in NBA history fall this far? To understand that, we gotta rewind, back to the moment everything started to crumble. The day LeBron James brought Russell Westbrook to Los Angeles. The King's call. The Lakers had a choice, trade for Buddy Hield or bring in Westbrook. And LeBron, he made that decision personally. It sounded like a dream. 3 superstars, 1 goal, a championship. But behind the locker room doors, that dream turned into tension real fast. Because when you play with LeBron, there's an unspoken rule. Everything runs through him, always. Russ wasn't built for that. He'd been the guy everywhere he went. OKC, Houston, Washington. The ball was his world. But in LA, every miss, every turnover turned into a headline. Every loss turned into his fault. And when the team missed the playoffs, LeBron's image stayed clean while Russ got roasted alive by the media. This wasn't basketball anymore, it was politics. The scapegoat system of Los Angeles needed a new victim, and they picked Westbrook. Fans booed him in his own arena. He was called washed, told to get traded, his family even got threats. And through all that, the one man who brought him there, LeBron James, stayed silent. No defense, no loyalty, nothing. Because that's how the Lakers empire works. When it collapses, somebody's got to take the blame. That season, it wasn't Vogel. It wasn't Davis. It was Russell Westbrook. Yet, despite all the chaos, Russ kept showing up. He still led the huddles, still gave his all, still refused to quit. But by the end of that season, his name was dirt. A former MVP reduced to a punchline. And just when it felt like everyone had turned their back on him, one unexpected voice finally spoke up in his defense. Patrick Beverley, yeah, Pat Bev himself, decided to speak up, and what he said shocked everyone. This is the same guy who once hated Russ on the court, barking at him every game like they were lifelong enemies. But this time, Pat flipped the script. He said, Russ was the best teammate I ever had. Boom. Paul George said it too. Austin Reeves backed it up. Even Enes Kanter Freedom stepped in saying, when you play with LeBron and things go wrong, someone always gets the blame. And that year, it was Russ. The silence finally broke. The players who actually knew Westbrook started calling out the fake stories. Paul George echoed it again. Reeves doubled down, and suddenly the whole locker room vibe came spilling out. This wasn't ego. This was about protecting a man's name. The media built a circus around Russ, but the truth? He was never the problem. It was how one bad fit turned one of the most respected dogs in the league into a target. Collateral damage in a system designed to protect one king, LeBron James. And then it got darker. Midway through that cursed season, LeBron made his next chess move. Kyrie Irving's name started flying through the rumor mill, and LeBron loved it. After every loss, he dropped cryptic tweets. In interviews, he praised Kyrie's talent and basketball IQ. The message couldn't have been louder. Russ was expendable, and when LeBron's done with you, the league follows his lead. Westbrook's trade value didn't just dip, it collapsed. Teams that once treated him like a franchise leader suddenly treated him like baggage, from max contracts to veteran minimums, in just 2 seasons. That's not a slump, that's straight up blackballing. and all because one man refused to share the spotlight. Meanwhile, the media kept eating it up. Every headline, every clip, every angry face became primetime content. But no one dared to ask the real question. How does the most relentless player in the NBA suddenly forget how to play the game? Then came the rebirth, the Russ resurgence. When he landed in Denver, something changed. In the Clipper system, Westbrook finally found what he'd been missing: freedom. He swallowed his pride, came off the bench, and did something no one ever thought he'd do: accept a supporting role. He traded ego for efficiency, and it paid off. Averaging 13.3 points, 6.1 assists, and 4.9 rebounds while shooting better than he had in years. Top 10 and 6th man of the year, voting for 3 straight seasons. He wasn't washed. He was evolving. That same wildfire that once burned out of control was now focused, precise, and lethal. But no matter how much he grew, the NBA never forgot his Lakers chapter. The whispers followed him everywhere, because when you've been caught in LeBron's shadow once, it sticks like a brand. Let's call it what it is. LeBron James doesn't just play basketball, he owns the story around it. Every team he joins becomes the LeBron show, and everyone else, they're just background characters in the movie about his greatness. When the Cavs lost in 2010, people blamed the team, not him. When the Lakers collapsed, the narrative spun the same way. LeBron keeps his image spotless, even when the whole kingdom is burning. And the media? They help build the castle. ESPN, talk shows, online analysts, all in sync, all playing their part. Because let's be real, LeBron equals ratings. And while the cameras chase him, players like Russ become collateral damage, left picking up the pieces after the empire falls. But now comes the King's Gamble, Part 2, Sacramento, a team built on chaos, still chasing relevance since the early 2000s. They just took a wild swing, signing a 36-year-old Russell Westbrook to lead a new-look squad with DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, and Domantas Sabonis. The fit? Risky. The potential? Massive. Because the Kings don't just need points, they need a pulse, a heartbeat, and that's exactly what Russ brings. He may never be a 40% three-point shooter, but he'll dive for every loose ball, fight for every rebound, and treat every play like it could be his last. This is the last stand, the final chapter for one of the NBA's most misunderstood legends. Westbrook's journey took him from Denver to Sacramento, through bench rolls and silence, never once complaining, just grinding. 13 points, 6 assists, nearly 5 boards a night. His efficiency, career highs. Still, the offers didn't come until the Kings finally said yes. 1 year, $3.6 million. His 7th team in 6 years. And here's where it hits different. This time, it's not about money. It's about pride. Russ even turned down a $14 million offer from China just to stay in the NBA. That's who he is. Defiant, proud, and refusing to walk away from the fight. Sacramento might be his last shot, but that's exactly what makes him dangerous again, because this man's legacy isn't about approval, it's about heart. 18 seasons, 3 triple-doubles, an MVP, and a reputation built on speed, grit, and fire. Russell Westbrook never begged for love, never chased trends, never dodged the smoke. And now, at 36, still chasing that one last dream, he's playing like the same fearless kid from LA who refused to quit, ever. LeBron's got the rings, the media's got the story, but Russ has the truth, because no matter how many critics tear him down, one fact can't be erased. No player in NBA history has poured more heart, sweat, and pride into this game than Russell Westbrook. Every dive, every scream, every ounce of energy, it's all been real. The man gave everything to this league and got nothing but noise in return. So now the question's yours. Did LeBron James and the Lakers intentionally tear down Westbrook's reputation just to protect their own image? Or is this just the cold, ruthless side of the business that chews legends up and spits them out? Be honest. I want your take. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and the sharpest ones are getting featured in the next upload. And if you believe Russ deserves his redemption arc, then don't just watch, show it. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and stay tuned. Because this saga isn't done yet. Not for the King, not for the Machine, and definitely not for Russell Westbrook. See you on the next one.